Hey there, folks. This is Colin Chisholm with another episode of Streaming Wars for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's great to have you back. Welcome. Here we go. We're going to do another one of these. This time I want to talk about a film I recently checked out, this time on Prime Video. It's called My Policeman, and it's got Harry Styles in it, and Amazon is really hoping that is all you care about and that you'll click play, please. If you're actually interested in a story that is good or is a movie worth watching, that probably won't get you there. But hey, if you're a Harry Styles super fan, he is in this. A whole lot of Harry Styles, a whole lot of them. It's very clear that this is a Harry Styles vehicle. Even though acting is definitely not his thing. That's mean. What is the most polite way to say don't quit your day job to somebody who is extremely talented? Because, anyways, look, he's tried it in Dunkirk. He was in that. He was in another mess of a film that I haven't seen yet called Don't Worry, Darling, which had a hot mess of a press tour that was kind of entertaining to watch collapse. So we'll see. But if My Policeman is supposed to be his sort of like launch into being an actor, it's probably one of those situations where the rocket kind of blows up before it even takes off. Anyway, so it is about the focus really is on Harry Styles' character, who is a policeman in a seaside town in Britain. It goes back to being flashbacks between when they're adults and kind of going through stuff, and then it flashes back to when they're young folks, and that's where we get Harry Styles' character, Tom, and he falls for this young museum curator who is very charming and shows him walks him through his sexuality. Basically, he knows he is gay, but obviously being a policeman in the 50s as a gay man probably wasn't a good scene. So he helps him through it and they fall in love, but that's not really allowed. So Tom sort of wraps up this other person named Marion, played by Emma Corrin, and he kind of leads her along. And so there's this sort of love triangle thing that kind of happens. So it's the components of it are perfectly fine. Like I describe this as being like one of those random movies you might have went to go see at like the Oxford, or picked up a random indie movie from like Blockbuster back in the day. And it's perfectly good, one of those, except for the fact that Harry Styles doesn't really rise to the occasion here in terms of his acting. It feels very stilted, very kind of like that thing when people are acting and you can kind of see them in their mind acting. Like you can tell this person is acting. How do I explain this? You can almost see them running through the lines in their head, or you can see them being like, I need to be emotional, so I'm going to act emotional. It doesn't feel natural. It doesn't feel real or based in anything. It just feels like this is happening because he needs it. Maybe I'm just so clouded by the whole career thing and just who Harry Styles is as a person. Regardless, it distracted me, and I was taken completely out of the film because none of it was really clicking or making any sense, because the performances from Harry Styles specifically, the other two were fine, weren't there. I usually don't belabor like a specific actor in this way in terms of the making or breaking of the movie, but it did. Anyways, if you're a big Harry Styles fan, go check it out, I guess. You're going to see a lot of them in it. This movie is, rated probably R or 18 plus for lots of nudity and stuff. So have fun with that. But otherwise, you can skip this one for sure. But it is on Prime Video, so do with that as you will. But that's going to do it for this episode of Streaming Wars. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you have any thoughts or comments or suggestions for me, hit me up. I'm at colin.chisholm@herald.ca for email. Send me an email. You know how emails work. So we'll talk to you then. But until next time, so long. Bye-bye.